Oh, I see him right there. Nope, yep, there's that tail. He is an extremely... Oh, there he is! He's a precious boy! Come here, buddy. There he is. Say, I'm a little tiny panther boy. Love to play and, kill birds and mice. You're a good boy. Are you a good boy? We'll get started here whenever Kerwin, the kitty, is ready. What is it about cats? They are so rude, but I just love them so much. Especially this guy. Gala, he adopted us when he was 7 weeks old. And he went to my daughter's house and insisted that he be adopted. How are you, Christina? Christine, I never will remember, so if it's Christine. Hey, Brenda. Yes, Kerwin's here to say hello. Oh, he's right there. Right in front of the monitor. He, knocked over a box of dog treats in the basement the other day. Boomer had never gone to the basement, and he was afraid of the basement. And downstairs, because he smelled the treats hit the floor. So Kerwin is now into dog training. Hi, Holdenell. Yes, right. Stephen, Mary, Kerwin, and all the gals. There could be some guys here too. Ladies and gentlemen, crafters and craftettes. Boys and girls, we have them all in Craft Roulette. Good. Good, I'm glad you're fine. I am too. It's a beautiful day here. It's a little windy, but it's sunny and 70, which I don't know what that is in Celsius. But it's in any weather, it's a lovely day. We'll start here. Just takes. They tell me I'm supposed to wait. Heather! Oh, okay. We won't say a word. But we're glad you're here. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to not say as much as I often say. Rachel, yay! This is 90 some submissions, you guys. Really outdid yourself. Outdid yourself. It's remarkable. Hi, Chelsea Ray. How are you? I've seen you in the chat before. Which is nice, always nice. I have a great niece named Chelsea. 12 or 13 now. Going on 35. Oh, lunch breaks are good. Good, we'll start here in just a second because I know you guys have a time thing. Get as many cards in as we can. Try to remember if there's anything I need. I'm good. I'm doing fine. I don't know how I'm gonna get through 90 some cards, but we're gonna figure it out. We have our big show on Friday, so make sure you guys get reminders on that one so you don't miss a minute. We also have some announcements to make on that show, of course. So we would like to have you there. Oh, I know, Hilda. Now these silly parameters, they seem like they were going to just well, we'll see what people come up with, but they came up with beautiful ways to plug in ideas. Just remarkable. Then tomorrow, about this time, 1 o'clock Central Time, we have a really fun guest, Teresa Black, for the third Cut the Crap and Create. And she is a force of nature when it comes to creativity, so you'll enjoy her. She's as creative as she is friendly and funny and adorable. So don't miss that one. We have a couple other ones on this channel too that are really good. I know, there were so many cards, and then there's a few that are coming in later too on the Facebook group. So if you're not a part of the Craft Roulette Facebook Challenge Facebook group, go over, answer all the questions, and join us. Oh, there's a lot of creativity this crazy wheel is spawning. There it is. Oh, it's right over there. Kind of crooked. Hi, Rose. You were an early watcher, weren't you? I was looking at I watched my first show today. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. It wasn't as good as I thought it would be. No, as I hoped it would be. And we have changed the parameters so much. So much easier now, even when you get a book page. Oh, Crafty Al has been a great supporter of Craft Roulette. Hi, TR, how are you? Yeah, everybody. So far I haven't found anybody I need to kick out of the world. Kick out of our world. They've all been great. It's all been a great journey. I think I hit with the intro. Okay, I hit the intro. About 30 seconds. I'm gonna go official. Yeah, Crafty Al is great. She does a lot. She does a lot for paper crafts and card making. Plus, she's just so darn cute. I have to send her something. No, book page. You're right, Christine. It's not that hard to fit in a book page. But if you're not used to something out of a kit or that you haven't used, we do so much crafting by number that you get something that isn't usually in a kit or something. It's just like a pattern paper. It really is. Started watching around the 6th episode. Man. We started on Friday the 13th. March Friday the 13th. So, waiting for that other shoe to drop, I guess. It's all fine. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm glad you guys were here a little early so I could chit-chat and catch up. Here we go. Oh my gosh. I'll get done in about 4 hours. Here we go. Thank you. Hello, I'm Mary Gunn of Mary Gunn Fun, founder and head professor of Fun University. Welcome to Contributor Showcase, where I am the intrepid hostess from Craft Roulette. I didn't have that one planned very well, and even though I was planning my little spiel today. Anyway, I am the hostess of Craft Roulette, and this is a spin-off show called Contributor Showcase. Craft Roulette is a paper craft challenge show, and we meet on Friday evenings on... Yes, I have water close by. We meet on Friday evenings on my Facebook page, facebook.com/MaryGunnFunCraftRoulette at 6:30 Central Time, and then we archive it here. But the thing is, we accept... we have people submitting their response to our show and our challenge, and it's become so large that we had to have a spin-off show, Contributor Showcase, because we would show them during the show and then it would go on forever. So we have this show, and this show is most likely going to go on forever too, because we have over 90 submissions, and I like to talk about each one of them. So if you don't know what Craft Roulette is, let me do a little video for you, and we'll be right back and talk about those beautiful 90 cards. Stay tuned, call somebody, and let's have some.
What is Craft Roulette? Craft Roulette is a live paper crafts challenge show where the goal is to complete a project that has been randomly selected by the spin of a wheel. There are 4 categories we spin for: project, colors, element, and random. Each category has 24 possible options with a combined possibility of 331,776 unique projects. Whoa. We're live every Friday at 6:30 p.m. Central on facebook.com/MaryGunnFun and archived on youtube.com/CraftRoulette. Please like and subscribe. Each week, we bring on a special guest crafter to create along with us and share their unique take on the challenge. You can play too. Complete a unique project of your own using the same 4 parameters set in this episode. You'll have 48 hours to contribute by submitting pictures of your project through the submission form on craftroulette.live. Contributions are featured on marygunfund.com's weekly episode blog and the next episode. Let's recap last week's episode and submissions.
Alrighty, that's what we do. If it makes sense to you now, it's going to make more sense to you soon. Last week, it was episode 51, and we will be having a big anniversary show this Friday, the 12th, I think it is, March 12th, and you are always invited to join us live or in the premiere, which is on the next day, Saturday at noon, right here on this YouTube channel. Anyway, last week we were strolling along with these parameters. We spin a wheel like you saw, and we are going, oh, card with a flap. Well, that's a little bit odd, but we'll figure out what a flap is. We do talk a lot about, well, a card is a flap unless it's a postcard. The colors were spring, which is open to almost anything. The element that had to be included was a dog or dogs. Funny thing, I thought everybody had dog stamps at least, or knew how to draw a dog or something. But apparently that isn't true. And then a random element you had to use a book page, some written script, a stamp that had script in it or something like that. Craft Roulette is all about creativity and expressing and enjoying and experimenting with different ideas within these parameters. You need to include all 4 parameters, but you have a lot of leeway in most of them. So it's hilariously, beautifully, wonderfully fun. People are finding out that we don't all think the same. That's really fun. And then that they also are finding new ways to use old products, new ways to make a card. Anyway, you're going to see how many varieties there are in the over 90 cards that I get to show. This was one that I made, totally weird for me. Didn't expect this card to turn out like this at all, but it did, and it's fine. I used a page from an old Henry book from a library that was going to get rid of it. So if they're a great little thing to have too, by the way, just some kind of book page or something. Watch for, it's like I like to say, I spy with my little eye. Watch how people add the flaps, use spring colors as an interpretive measure, how they include dog and book page. Are you ready? I don't even think you can keep count. I really don't. I was trying to figure out how many new people there were, and I couldn't keep count. Of course, I get confused after one. This was the first flap that you open to my card. Here's the second flap that you open for my card. I was saying that I was going all Tim Holtzy. I really didn't. I'm much too lightweight. Literally a lightweight. I think some of his tags probably weigh 2 pounds, and this one's under 5 ounces. So I'm a lightweight Holtz girl there. So yeah, it turned out okay. Anyway, that was mine. This is where all our contributors were from just this last week. We've got them right up there by Santa Claus, and then we've got them way down there by the penguins. And we have them across the pond, and we are looking for new pins all over. I've been promised that perhaps, at least, we may end up with one in India, which needs to be reconnoitered. But we may end up with one from India from one of my favorite crafters, Ishana. And anyway, so look how many people sent in their cool little cards. This is exciting stuff. Each week we have a guest crafter, which is usually a YouTuber that we discover or ask. Occasionally that we are asked, but we find some YouTubers that are really working to promote paper crafting and look like people I would want to spend an evening with. So Julie Carrier fit that bill. It's not really that specific. But anyway, Julie I have known sort of for many years. Now I know her a lot better. She's been on a couple times. She didn't think she had a dog stamp. This is lesson to learn. She didn't think she had a dog stamp, and it turned out she had several. So sometimes we end up with so many products we don't know what we have, and that was kind of a happy discovery for Julie. She made this really cute card. See how she fit in the parameters? Very, very good. You can see Julie on YouTube with the Scrap Zone. You can also see all of our guest crafters from past episodes and upcoming episodes on craftroulette.live. There's a lot of information there and a ton of cute cards. Anyway, we will mention that again maybe, if I remember. This was her second card. She got a little dog in there, and look at that scripty stamp she used. Very clever way to use it. You know, you could have taken just some sentiment stamps and made some paper with it. Oh, I don't know anybody did that. Another way. Anyway, this was really pretty, and we enjoyed our evening with Julie. If one of the fun things that we do is when we're spinning the wheel. Now, this is an upgrade. We showed the face of the guest crafter, and Julie's was priceless. It was priceless. Susan Smurf Murphy has been joining us the last few months, and she came in with this really cute little doggy. Again, he's a card with a flap. Well, he's got flaps on his little umbrella there, or his little parachute. Cute little, isn't that a cool look though, that book page in the background? Don't you like that? I really do like that. You can have some really white pages, and you can also have it more yellowed or aged, and there's lots of variety there. So just another cute card. But it's not just another cute card. We really appreciate that people take time and effort to submit something and let us and share it with us. We really appreciate that. So Susan, thank you so much. Cute. Crafty Al is one of our guest crafters. We've had her around multiple times. We even had her with the Craft Bowl, which is how we started out the year this year. And now this was a great idea. This is actually quite brilliant. She went to the Dollar Tree and got a dictionary. She keeps one around for these kind of projects. And it didn't have dog, but it had puppy. So she just used that. That way you don't have to use a really good dictionary or anything like that. Just have an old dictionary from Dollar Tree. I thought that was real smart. Anyway, I really liked that, and we have a lot of fun with Crafty Al. She has done a lot to promote our show. I see that a lot of people have found Craft Roulette because of her, and we just want to give her lots of kudos. Make sure she is almost to get 17,000 subscribers on YouTube. If you do not follow her, please go to Call Me Crafty Al and subscribe so she can get that done. She also has a lot of giveaways to give away at that point, so she's fun. Join her. Angela Steinhoff has been with us for many, many months. I'm not sure how many, but look at what she used. Recognize the dog, the hound's tooth pattern, and she also used I think it's a dogwood flower. Yes, it is a dogwood stamp. So that's how she fit in her dog. She's got the great background again. I think written pages makes a wonderful background, and I hope that everybody will remember to use that in the future. But this is really pretty. We love Angela. She does a lot for us. One time she put in 12 cards. She gets on a rant there and just keeps rolling with it. So we love that she can enjoy Craft Roulette that much, 12 times in 1 week. Anyway, fun girl. Sue Brooke sent in her pretty little card. She has a real clean style. We really appreciate it. She's from Illinois. Again, she's got that nice background of the printed page. Her dog is adorable. Her card is, I think it's just a short in front. I don't know what that's called. But it works, and it becomes a flap. It's interpretive. It's expressive. If we often say, well, we have a actual Craft Roulette policeman. He's our Mr. Producer. And occasionally he'll go, I don't see something there. They need to fix that. And I always feel like the bad guy, but he's like the detective and I'm the beat cop. But anyway, so occasionally that happens, but not very often. And what was I saying? Where was I going? It'll maybe come back. I don't know. But it is interpretive, and if you can, justify it. He always says, if you can justify what you're doing, we'll let it go. And so you can find in some comments some pretty interesting justifications, and it's real good. Yay! Alessa came from Crafty. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, she's been a big supporter of us. So, oh, you've been with us since 39, Angela? Well, that's a long time. I appreciate that a whole lot. Christina from Ecuador sent in this cool little card. She, yeah, there's occasionally a computer and our computer doesn't work or something is missed or I'm uploading it and I see a squirrel and I don't do it right. It happens every once in a while, and I think everybody was a little nervous this week because we have a lot of prizes to give away for our first anniversary. Our guest crafters from the past and the future have been super generous, and so these people that you're going to see today, all of their cards, all these people are on the big card board this week of prizes, and they will be winning some fabulous prizes from some of our very generous guests. I need to fix something. Just reminded me of that. But Christina, we love having you join us. It's so much fun to know that you're in Ecuador and that you have fun with us too. And I love it. Look at those cute little doggies. But Lisa Stanley from California, thanks to these crazy parameters, I found a lift and flap die set in her stash. We hear this often, that the parameters will make you think of something you have in your stash and you haven't used or haven't used in a long time. And so it's real fun to see people using their stuff. I really like that. The little square shows the dog under this flap. And we're really thankful when we get one image of a card. So thank you so much, Lisa, for taking that extra time and doing it so that we could see the inside and the outside. Super cute card, spring colors. Absolutely. That's so interpretive, right? It depends on where you are, and what you think about spring. And I like that about Craft Roulette. Open up those doors and let people be creative and expressive. I love that. Maria from Florida. I don't think you've been with us a whole long time, but we sure have enjoyed your company. Cute little window. Windows are real in. They're real trendy right now, so it's fun to see people using them at Craft Roulette too. Is it spring yet? Oh, no kidding. It's spring right here. Look where she's got her printed book page. She's got it right there with some flowers on it. You don't have to have it big splashy. You can just fit them in just a little bit. It's almost more fun to see how people sneak them in than where they are real big and flashy sometimes. But this is so cute. And then the flaps are the windows. Well done, Maria. Linda Bendick from Illinois has been joining us this winter. Real cute, the flaps. An envelope flap. Isn't that wonderful? We talked about it a lot. That's another thing. During the live show, we have the chat, of course, because it's Facebook. And the things that people throw out for ideas is just phenomenal. Lots of brain kisses for everybody because they just throw out so many ideas. And so here we are, the guest crafter and me, going, oh, what are we going to make? What are we going to make? Because we don't know what the parameters are before the show. Oh, yes. And why would we want to be planned? It's just like me not having a script right now. I can't remember diddly, so that's why I have to do improv. But you embrace your own personalities. Embracing your own personalities on the cards, too. But envelope was one of those, and I thought that was just a very great way to pull that in. I love that little bow. You know, sometimes it's a detail on a card that just makes your heart sing. And I love that little bow on there, and just really cute, Linda. So thank you so much. And green, definitely green for spring. Oh, we're starting to get a little green here. Amanda from the Northwest Territories. I don't think there's much about spring yet at your house, but you sure had a cute little card. And look at that little puppy dog. He's got his little, I'm not sure what that is. Oh, it's like a weather forecast. Where'd you? No, I didn't read this part, or I read it too long ago. Happy with how it's final. So it looks like a weather, maybe a newspaper or something. Croatia, Belgium. It's very fun. Then her little flap is a little die shape that flaps up and has her sentiment on it. Very clever. Pink and blues for her colors of spring. Very clever. I didn't know what the weather was going to be like in Copenhagen. Smart girl. Thank you, Amanda. Vicky, I wrote this one down. I want to make my own comic strips now. And include just those two really bright corners. I think that's a really cool look. She's got Woodstock underneath her little flap there, and her little Snoopy's on a wiggle woggle. So he can play, you could play with him. I think it's just really adorable. I really thought that was cute. That was like a book page, probably from a comic book. We've got some around here oh, Maria and Christina, we have some Spanish peanuts that my husband thinks are real funny. She is Team Orange. We have Team Orange and Team Not Orange, because apparently not everybody loves orange. But I do. I think yes, I even have it in my name. So that's why I like orange. But no, this is because I like orange. Anyway, yep, Team Orange. We're a good team, but we love the Team Not Orange, and even there's an emerging team called Team Purple. There's not anything. We don't fight each other. We don't play each other in sports. We don't have card offs or anything like that. Ooh, that'd be kind of fun. But we do have Team Orange and Team Not Orange and the emerging Team Purple. Anyway, cute card, Vicky. I got to keep going. She's from England, and we love having her. Jackie from Australia, Whyalla. Oh man, looks like a beautiful place. Sent in this pretty card. They are getting ready for fall in Australia. So well done for your imagination and being creative into the opposite season, Jackie. That's hard to do. It's just like if I were to make a Christmas card with just reds and greens right now, it would be more difficult for me than if I did it in December. So, kiss your brain, Jackie, for going outside your season and sharing this pretty card. Yep, she used a deckled edge book page flap. Do you see any of the things that are just going, ooh, I got to try that? I think that I love that when it happens. Casing is absolutely encouraged. I love this one from Nora LaCroix from Illinois. I got to write a poem about Nora LaCroix from Illinois. Her flap is a black box with a stamped dog. So you lift that up, and then you've got his little sentiment there. Happy birthday. I hope your day is a real treat. Isn't that cute? I think it's just darling. Oh, Brenda, you're Team Purple? Okay, we're going to have I don't have a list, but I hope I just am sensitive toward all the teams. But yep, we could have Team Purple too. I'm not sure what to do with you guys, but we'll figure it out. Our guest next week is Christine Bertram. She is totally Team Purple. Oh, totally. She got orange though last time she was on, and she was like, orange. So we never know. We do not we pick our parameters right there live. It's very interesting. This is really cute though, Nora. Thank you so much for joining us. I love that card. Karen Goddard from Australia sent in this cool, it's a waterfall. So you pull down the little thing at the bottom and up it goes. I made it once and said, by golly, I've done it. And I have not made one since. But this one makes me want to maybe do one again because it's really cute. I love your little, there's a dog, a cartoon dog. He's a little Scottish guy. Anyway, it was from an old movie and it was darling. Chelsea Ray, you're a Team Purple too. Well, good deal. We're starting to form. Anyway, really cute, Karen. Thank you so much for joining us. It's happy anniversary to us. Yeah, we're excited about it. Yes. In the parameters, we have started something fairly new. We change. We change, but we don't change. We keep our essentials, but we do change. And the one thing that we have added recently is letting our guest crafter veto one parameter. It seems to be kind of a stressful thing for them, which is pretty funny. But I thought maybe it would be more like, oh, I hate that. I hate, and now I'm ixnaying that one. But it seems to be a little bit, they're taking it very, very seriously. And Candace Richardson said, now I'm doing it. No problem. Julie said, I'm going for it. But then afterwards, she was like, I should have done dog. So anyway, but you can't take it back later after you do the parameters. So it's fun to have veto power, but they only get one, and it's out of all four parameters, so it's pretty important. Anyway, it's another thing that makes it fun. Thank you, Karen. Alessa Limon, you are here. I think this is just a remarkable card. You really pulled it together. Very cool card. I just think it's really neat the way that you ended up with the extra flaps. Your image on the front plays so well with the book page and then the background. You just did a lovely job on that. And then you went ahead and designed inside to really, really make it special. So, pardon me. It's just beautiful. Well done. And I'm real proud of you. And thank you so much for being a part of it. Our little game. Vicky from North Carolina sent in this super cute little guy. He looks like he wants a cookie or a drink. And she doesn't have a single dog stamp. I can't believe it. I have so many dog stamps. But I guess that comes with me having dogs and have always had dogs. There's probably in my whole adult life, I'll have to figure that one out. I bet there's only 10 years I haven't had a dog, and I'm old. So that's a lot of dog. That's a lot of dog living with me. And I sleep with an 80-pound dog, and that's not my husband either. It's a real big too. Anyway, she doesn't have a dog stamp, so she pulled out some clip art. See, it pulls you out of your comfort zone. I love that. We laugh a lot about how you have to wear stretchy pants to class and wear stretchy pants to craft roulette. Of course, we all want to do that anyway, but at the same time, we get you thinking outside your normal realm. This is cute, Vicky. You did a great job. I love the little buttons on or gems off to the side, and you even included a little something on your envelope. I always say I have to up my game on it. Haven't yet though. Thank you. Kay sent in her first submission. She just joined our Facebook challenge group too. That is Craft Roulette Challenge, I think. On Facebook, there's some questions, answer them, and you'll be automatically approved. Fun to have you from Wisconsin. And she's got her little doggy. I think that's the same dog. I've seen him several times now. And he's real cute little guy. I think he's probably a flap. I'm not quite sure. Since Kay is new to the Craft Roulette Fun Fam. Don't know her style yet. But I think that's just real cute. You've got a real springy look there with your house. It looks like it had some spring cleaning around that house. And that nice little sky. So, real sweet little card. I love that little puppy. You did a great job on coloring, and we are glad to have you, Kay. Thank you for joining us. It works out your brains. Yes, gets all the cobwebs out. That's good. Carol, we had quite a time getting your submission in, but by golly, we did it. And look how cute that is. I would have hated to miss that. Carol lives in Indiana. This is a sympathy card for a doggy, and that's really, really sad. It's one, I think, losing a dog is like one of the worst things that ever happens in life. And I know when we lost our dog this summer, my cousin also lost a dog, and we were talking about how we were ugly criers and exchanging how bad we looked. Because we're just laying on the couch crying, and I'm laughing now. But holy smokes, that's a hard time. But I think it does help to get a card and some love and that people understand. I think that's it, is just knowing that people understand. Hey, Patty, you're up. You're coming up, girl. So thank you, Carol, for sharing that little bit of encouragement in somebody's sad life. Sandy G from Illinois sent in her first submission. Oh, I forgot to keep track of how many first submissions there are. Super fun, happy. So we had a little sad card. Now we have a super fun, happy card. Look at her, how she's tinted her book page. Smart choice. She's got, I think that little thing just flaps right up. You know, you can add a mini card to the front of any card and it makes it more fancy. If you were Hallmark and you added a mini card to the front of a card, they'd upcharge it $2. So don't forget that you can add 6 inches of cardstock and make it really fun. So fold it in half and you got a little mini card and you've got something special, and then you can put something under it like your picture or your mom's picture or whatever you want and surprise somebody. You can even take a picture. You know, pictures are really fun on a card. If you have a little Epsom printer or something and you have a family member that you have something from your family and you can always take a picture of it and send that to somebody like that, and especially like an Insta picture, those little square ones, and just bring back a memory to them. Anyway, it's just nice. So, Sandy, thank you for joining us, and we love your card. The underbite can be fixed. Love you. Thanks. Joanne McFarland also sent in her first submission. I think this is really cool. Another thing, postage stamps. That postage stamp look is real hip right now. So we got windows and postage stamps and butterflies a lot, but we didn't get butterflies in our submission. Cute card. I like how they fold out just a little bit different like that. I do a lot of the A2, but at the same time, they're go to the A2. You could do another Dr. Seuss book on that. And but Joanne McFarland sent in this really pretty card from California. I'm looking forward to seeing more from you, Joanne, because this is a very stunning card. Well done and welcome. Melissa Miller from California. She is she's pretty new to Craft Roulette, but she's been very active and very inspiring. She cut away a fourth from both sides, and so that's just a little top flap, which makes it a little bit more fun. Anytime you take a extra flap, oh, there goes a big truck. Anytime you have an extra flap, or you make the front just a little bit shorter, a little bit longer, or something, you've got a little bit of a flap and a little bit more interest. So this one is a well done, a great way to be able to change it into a flap. You've got some real quiet parameters that work. So cute little puppy dog. He looks like my daughter's dog, Sammy. Sammy got a new bed today. Laura Ellis from the United Kingdom she said this is very different from her. Yeah, but isn't that fun? Isn't that fun that you find out you've got some new talent that you didn't know you had? And not only that, but you can use those same ideas again. And you know, sometimes you go in like spurts. You take one idea and keep building on it for a while, and then you take a little parameter from that and go off down a new rabbit hole. Well, hi, Crafty Mama Diaries. How are you, Helen? This is really cool. You've got your little ruby red slipper thing on there, and that was real smart to just pull out that paper that's probably already printed and use it. I think it's really cool. I know some people that would love that card. Actually, Laura, so thank you for joining us. I think also England, you'll have to tell me this, but isn't the Wizard of Oz a kind of a fun thing in England? I don't know, but from being a Kansas girl, I always found that interesting when I met somebody from England and they liked the Wizard of Oz. I don't know. Anyway, thank you, and we're welcome, and we're glad to have you. It's going to happen. This mouth is not going to work all that well for every syllable. Hi, Kathy. Good to have you. This is the first submission from Jean Benson from Wisconsin. Dang, that's fun. You pull on his tongue, which of course a child would totally love, and his ears pop up. I love the impression or the embossing on him. It gives him a lot more interest. Clifford the big blue dog this time, and really cute. Just really cute. She found a embossing folder for dog fur. Oh, that's what that is. I'll be darned. And then as for a book element. So very cute, very clever. Pull that tongue. I've never made one quite like this, but it sure is a fun thing. Thank you for your first submission, Jean. We hope you come back often. Rose is here. She started watching us. You told me just a little while ago, but it was early on. And she only had small dogs that fit into the different circles, which I thought it was just really cute. No magazine or books, papers that she could find. So, yeah, you found some paper with words on it. That works. It's interpretive. And we at Craft Roulette don't want you ever to go out and buy something. We want you to just turn around and raid your stash. We only have 48 hours to make a card and put it in. And so that really isn't enough time to go shopping. Not for me. Because I have to think about shopping for 48 hours before I leave the house, because it's like, oh man, I gotta go. Anyway, Rose, we appreciate you often being in our group in the chat on Friday nights, and thank you so much. Every time you've sent something in, I've always appreciated it a lot. And I think this is cute. I love blue and yellow. Well done. Jennifer from Minnesota has been a fairly recent contributor to us. We're real glad that she's joined us. She look where she put her scripty stuff. She's got the dog being the script. I wonder what she would call that dog. Little wordy. I don't know. You could make a book. You could make another Dr. Seuss book about the dog that had words on him, and his words could change. I'm always trying to think of a children's book that I never write. But she used book paper to die cut the dog and used the flap to hide another sentiment under the congratulations. Oh my goodness, that is just like a strip flap. I hadn't even noticed that before, Jennifer. I'm so sorry. Some of these I have barely looked at, just a quick little cursory look while I was uploading it. But I love that. That is a cool little trick. So well done, Jennifer. A strip flap. Smart and cute dog. Big eyes. Cute. Thank you. Golden Nell is here, and she has a lovely style. Her flap, see, this is one of those you can stick another little flap on the front of a card and you've got a double flap, making it much more interesting. I love her spring colors, and I love that you fit in a little orange. Real cute hello friend. Look at the dimension on that hello. I don't know if that's a stacked pile of die cuts or if that's like a wood or thicker or whatever they call them. Cute little puppy. Your craftsmanship on this is exquisite, and I just love it. You did a beautiful job. You always choose your papers wisely, and I just really appreciate you, Hildenell. Thank you. Stacy from Montana. Now this was fun because you don't have to stamp. Stamps are always fine, but you don't have to stamp. Sometimes I have drawn. I did snowman that way, and several other things I think. But Stacy, we found her jam. She painted the pages, and that's her thing. So she painted the flowers on book pages. Who wants to try that one? I think that one's really fun. Really, and very springy feeling. And look at her dog. Where's her dog? Got little dog prints all over there. So really, really cute interpretation, Stacy. You did so much fun on there. Thank you for joining us. Bonnie from Wisconsin really sent a lot of information. It's very nice. Flap 1, flap 2, flap 3. She's got flaps all over. She's like pancake flapper. She's a cute card. She even sent us where the papers, what kid it came from. Cute card. There's the closed view. Then you open up once. You open up again, and you open. Anytime you add another folded image or folded element, you've got more interest. So this would be, imagine getting this card or giving this card to somebody and having them going, oh, that's cute. Oh, there's more. Oh, there's more. I think that's a fun thing. And then you finally get to the sentiment inside. Well done, Bonnie. Thank you for joining us again. You make the most complicated cards. Liz from Minnesota sent in another doggy sympathy card, and her flap that goes across with the little sentiment on top. Pretty colors though, and I know that somebody's going to appreciate this little thoughtfulness from you. Where'd you? The book page is the hardest parameter on this one. I know it usually is one thing. You'll get 3 parameters. You're going, oh, walk in the park, and then that 4th one comes along. You go, I don't know how to fit that sucker in, but you don't have to worry because it will finally come to you most times. And even if it doesn't come to you during the submission time, you can come back and make it again. And just maybe if you were having one of those slumps. Oh, I hate slumps. But usually if you are having a bit of a slump, if you just start going with something, you'll find yourself starting to get some more ideas. So this is a great exercise for that. Go back on craftroulette.live, find some 4 parameters that you like, and try making something with it. And if that doesn't happen, change a parameter. Start making something with it. Just get going. Get some crafting, get some experimenting going. I was writing to somebody today and she was going, oh, you have so much confidence. I said, no, I'm just not afraid of flubbing it up. And has nothing to do with confidence in my talent at all. It's just that I know that it's just paper and I can throw it away if it's rotten. And now on Friday nights it's a little more interesting. But I've flubbed up and right there on the show before and just went, yeah, I didn't like my card this week, but it turned out okay. So anyway, Liz, thank you so much for this sweet card, and I hope your friend heals their little heart soon. Diane from Alberta, Canada sent in a book page about dogs. Look how cute that is. Clever stuff. She's got a little folded corner for a flap. She's got a pretty little spring tree for her spring colors, and then look at that little book that she. I want to try that too, Diane. Thank you for that idea. I do want to try a little book of little images. I think that's just adorable. Another fun way to make it more interesting. Kathy's here. Kathy always sends in a gorgeous card. She drew these dogs. She didn't have a dog stamp, so she drew these dogs, and they are so cute. They look like they would rip up a backyard, doesn't it? She created book page words and dogs to invest in these types of, she needs to invest in these types of stamps. But you can do that. Craft Roulette sometimes will show you products that you already have, and sometimes it will show you products that you may want to get. Heck, Kathy, I don't know why you'd want a stamp when you can draw a dog that cute, honestly. For as often as you use it, why would you bother? But they're adorable. I want to draw those dogs. They really are. I told her that she should call them Pissu and Putty. Pissu Putty doesn't sound as good as when you. But it's cute. Thank you. I know her card is awesome. Heather from New York was on her lunch break. I hope she still made it, but maybe she had to go back to lunch. Flap is a dogwood branch down there at the bottom. Kiss your brain, girl, for fitting that one in. Look at obviously the book page is all that scripty stuff, and she used the same embossing folder 2 weeks in a row. Woo! That's fine. I use the same stamp over and over all the time. I was watching the first episode and I was going, oh my gosh, that stamp never leaves my desk. I still use it. It's been an entire year that I've used that stamp, and I probably used it 5 years before that too. If you have a favorite stamp, it's a favorite stamp. If you have you can use it in so many ways because you can change it with a color of ink, or you can change it by so many different techniques. It's fine. I love getting the most value out of my products as possible. This is a really pretty card, Heather. You did it again. Thank you. Kathy Herring from Wisconsin sent it. Oh, she's back on the deck, and she is still snowing up there. But look how cute this little card is. She's got some interesting little flaps. I think last week, not this last week, but the week before, we had Fancy Folds as the card, and this would have fit in there just fine. But real cute. Look at the smug look on that dog's face. Cute picture or cute cards. I love our coloring and images. Your script is really cool, and I like how it plays off his coloring. That's neato. I like it, Kathy. Well done. You did it again too. Oh, cool. I'm liking that you're gonna case that card. Yeah, with a letter H. Oh, did she ever? Was that her initial? I didn't. Judy G from Michigan got time somehow or in her schedule to make a card for us, and see, she did it. She changed the size of the little card on the front. Such a technique to make it look so cool. Um, find a dog stamp, despite recently seeing what things do they kind of go out on their own, hide themselves. So she used a dogwood paper. Smart. And then you've got the little scripty. Isn't that a cool combination though? And it would not have happened had it not been for the wheel's inspiration. So that's what I love about the wheel. It just puts things together that never would be put together and should be put together. So well done, Judy. Ellen Card Monkey Jarvis, I didn't write that you were a guest crafter, and she's got a wonderful prize. I'm so sorry, Ellen. She's got a wonderful prize that she's giving away. She's got a Stampin' Up! Mini die cutter that she's giving away this Friday to one of these lucky people. We all enjoyed this card immensely on our group. She's got a little awning there for her flap. And happy birthday, dog. Some brick, I can't remember what she said, textured stencil. And then she did the textured stencil right on the book page. Isn't that cool? Is that one that you would like to write down and remember to make and use that technique? I think it's really cool. That flower pot is just real pretty, springy, lovely. And then the dog, of course, is hilarious. So we got it all going on there, Ellen Card Monkey Jarvis. Thank you for being such a faithful and strong supporter of Craft Roulette over this last year. Lena Marie was our 9th contributor to Craft Roulette. She was also the first graduate for my training program way back in 2005. I've been doing this a long time. I can't believe I did that in 2005. But she had the same little pull down the tongue. Oh, don't you hate it when you go to the dentist and they say stick out your tongue, they grab it with gauze. Anyway, but Lena Marie is here in Missouri, and the paper that she wrote from her book page is from How Much is the Doggy in the Window? Oh my gosh, the nuance here is just beautiful. Super cute. She's been a great contributor and supporter to Craft Roulette. Her projects are usually quite artsy and unique. I just love them. I just love seeing what she sends in every week. She does a lot of just handcrafting. She doesn't use a lot of kit kind of things or stamps or anything. She just goes for it, and she enjoys it. I just know so much. So I love this. How much is the... Anyway, let's keep going. Thank you, Lena Marie, number 9 for our contributors. Bitty Penny is pretty new to us. She's from Texas. She is on our schedule sometime in the spring. As a guest crafter, she thinks her dog ate the homework, and now she wants a salad. So very funny. She seems like she has a great great personality and sense of humor. Cute little, look at that. That's a cool. You could use your kids' old homework pages for something like this too, for a book page or for. And this would be something that you could use. I'm gonna have to get a drink. You could do this in junk journals, this whole parameter thing. You could use it in junk journals or mixed media. No, there's no reason that says you have to make a card with these parameters, except when it says card with flap. But you could also use a card with flap in a junk journal, and or as a pull-out card or whatever. You could use this in any kind of paper crafting. This is a Craft Roulette is a paper crafting challenge. It's not a card challenge per se. It just usually turns out that way. We have some announcements. Anyway, Bitty Penny made this cute little card. Gave us some more ideas, and I enjoyed looking at it too. So that's a win-win. Thank you, Bitty Penny. Nancy Elric from Calgary sent in this really pretty card. It's a bookmark, or a book page is being saved by this detachable bookmark. So the book page will not be dog-eared after all. And it's her flap too. Isn't that cute? Just really cute. And very clever to make it the book page as part of the concept instead of the actual physical card. Very smart, very clever. You guys have put on your thinking caps, I tell you. I just would love to hear your brain think these things through sometimes. Go, oh, but then I could do this, and I could do that. Come up with this, and I'm going to send it in. Thank you, Nancy. Larissa Woolley from Lawton is pretty new to us. We're glad that she's here. She's got this cool little circle flap card. Definitely flappy. And definitely with a cute little dog in the middle. So that would be fun to open up too. Nice spring colors. I'm ready, man. I'm just ready. I'm looking out there. The grass has got a hint of green and it's okay with me. Thank you so much. Oh, it's a little Yorkie from a book page. Yes, 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 smart girl. Thank you, Larissa. She won something, I think, last week. It was fun. We're glad to have you. I bet you're glad to have us. Georgia, you cracked me up with this because we just got a new TV and Boomer ate the registration form. So, yeah, I still like him. It's just like I left it too low. And it wasn't his fault that it looked like a dog treat paper. No. Anyway, he just got it overwhelmed by passion and decided to eat it. And so did this dog. We appreciate that. The card flap, I think you probably had, I don't know where it is, but oh, the tail. The tail was the flapping low one. Look at that. She's got it so it can flap. Girl. And then the news or the book page is obviously all torn up on the ground and in his mouth. Busted. And then a dog, obviously, and the spring colors are so pretty. So well done, Georgia. That's just adorable. I love it. Buell from Sweden always sends in remarkable cards that we so appreciate. Buell was not with us live Friday night, but because it's like 2 in the morning when we're on, but her friend was, so we're going to see something from her in just a minute. Under a book page curtain, a dog is hanging behind the shutter. Look at that, the book page curtain. That looks kind of cool, actually. I've seen chairs that have book pages on them. I wanted my old chair to be covered with tarp so I could paint it and write on it, but I haven't found anybody that would do it. But I asked one guy once, I said, could you cover a chair with a tarp material? And he said, like a painting tarp? And yeah. I've never done that. I haven't gotten it done, but wouldn't that be fun? You could color on it. You could have people sign it when they come over. I think it'd be like an autograph chair. I like it. I like the idea. I have to pursue that again. But that reminds me of that. So thank you, Buell. This is just really great. Super springy, nice doggy. Look, his backside is hanging out. I love this card. It's just adorable. I love all of these cards. They're so cool. Thank you, guys. Jackie Rippey ripped it up. Oh, I got a nice card from Jackie Rippey, but we'll do mail call Friday. This is her 38th submission. I think it's one thing about our little group, guys, is a lot of you have been steady with us. Just, it's like Dawn, she's fairly new to us, but she said this is our Friday night date. So we talk about dating. Anyway, this is her 38th. She's a great supporter of Craft Roulette. Really, has invited a lot of people, and she has a little group that watches it together, so that's really fun. Lots of I like busy things like this, busy but clean. It's I like everything, but I really thought this was cute with all the little dogs and how she spaced them out and all the little dog accoutrements and how you got all these little surprises. Remember the Laugh-In show, how they had that wall and they'd tell jokes? All these dogs could be telling a joke. I like it very much. Thank you so much, Jackie, for getting our show started every Friday. Carol Lee Crab sent in a really cool little doggy. Green for Spring, a book page used from a dog catalog. That's a double thing, a double entendre, lovely. And cut out a cute saying. I think that's just, and then she's got the scripty too on the embossing, I think so. Anyway, so very, very fun. She's got a little flap element there. I always close this window so I don't see the cars go by, but I forgot. So that makes a really fun card. I like the leaves going off from the different layers. It's really nice. You did a great job, Carolee. Thank you. Thanks for being a part of our fun nights. Blair Rope from New Zealand. Another one. I think this is a sad one. Another window, though. Looking forward to your... Oh, time to... I can't remember if this was a Rainbow Bridge thing. It might have been. But look at the window. She's got some acetate in there, and that's a whole nother story. She's got written script. She's got rainbow, which I always think about spring with rainbow too because of the storm. Really well thought out, Claire. And yeah, I'm looking forward to our anniversary show too. I wish all of you could win something, but my whew, that's a lot. Thank you so much for joining us so often. Deb Norman from Iowa, she had a little trouble, she says, with this one. But remember, you can, if you have 3 parameters that you're strong with, use those and then fit in the 4th one somehow. You just fit in a little stinking thing up there, but it's fine. It works. The police won't come after you. They won't send me out and make you get your fingerprints in ink. You're on your own on that one. You probably get your fingerprints inky enough. Anyway, this is really cute. Your sweet little doggy, darling little doggy, and I love your pretty bright pink flower. And Team Orange, look at that bow. Anyway, very, very pretty, Deb. Thank you so much for being a part of our Ignites. Karen Chester sent in her first submission. She lives in Nevada. She used a book paper as the planks for Rocky's doghouse. So she actually took the book paper and made it strips. That's so fun. That's very fun. Look at the doggy with the cupcakes on his back. Oh, I want a cupcake right now so badly. So anyway, did I eat lunch? Yeah, I kind of did. So anyway, the door opens and Rocky comes from the Stamping Village birthday set. So cute. I think I just got a stamp from somebody that kind of looks like that. Or anyway, yep, from Your Next Stamp. I got a little doggy that he doesn't have any cupcakes, but I can draw those on. So Karen, thank you and welcome to Craft Roulette. Glad to have you. Cute card. Amy's been with us for a long time, and I've known Amy for quite a while. She sent in 2 cards on one image, really smart. And she used a surplus school dictionary and stencil springy green dots on it. So it makes it so it doesn't look just like a dictionary, but it looks like it's supposed to be pattern paper that you would buy at a very fancy store. So really cute. She has some really great coloring skills. And she's also has some Star Trek cards in past episodes that are just stinking adorable. She always sends in something pretty special and really sweet and cute. So, by the way, you can go to craftroulette.live and look at all the submissions. They blow up real big, so they're not like those little teeny tiny thumbnails. You can get a pretty good picture of them, and then you can see them and on your own time and just really enjoy and get some ideas from them. Really cute. Very well done. We're always glad to have you, Amy. Allison is an upcoming guest crafter, and we really appreciate her. She donated a card or a stamp set, and she hasn't even been on the show, so that's pretty special. She's got the little flap with the little critter on there on the right, and then you open it up, you see the sentiment. Look at the coloring on that, you guys. What stellar craftsmanship. I love it. It's very fun. I think that is her stamp that she designed. She designs for, not sure. It's a double K thing though. Literate, and I don't, Kristen's something. So anyway, we're looking forward to having Allison on this spring. She seems like a delightful little crafter, and we're really glad that she sends in her pretty cards. Thank you. Christina is Buell's friend, and they are both in Sweden. And she stays up every Friday night and watches us at 1:32 in the morning. This is her 10th submissions. Christina has a very cool style, and I have so enjoyed watching it over these 10 weeks. Look at her. You can see her book page. She's got it all colored up, and look at she's definitely Team Orange. Look at that. You gotta love, now who wouldn't love Team Orange when you look at that card? She's even Team Purple on that. I think she might be a politician. But look, she's got a little gate that opens. That's her flap. Oh my gosh, you guys. Craft and Kimmy. Thank you, Brenda. That's who Allison designs for. Thank you. I think you're right. I had it backwards, didn't I? I had Chris. Oh well. Anyway, Christina, we really appreciate you being with us and sharing your incredible style. I love all the cards, but every once in a while there's one that just makes you go, wow. Anyway, you can see the past Christina's work on the past episodes. Very well done. We're so glad you found us. Patty Beck. I got to tell you about Patty Beck. Patty Beck was the 7th contributor to Craft Roulette. That was episode 5. That was April 10th, 2020. She hasn't missed a week. This is her 46th submission. We're probably going to have a party for Patty Beck's 52nd, her first anniversary. So you will often find Patty Beck in our chat room on the shows, just giving answers and being helpful and encouraging. You'll see her right here doing the same thing. We just really appreciate Patty Beck. If we had an award for cards on Craft Roulette, which we don't because I could never stand that. I just could never decide. But, oh, my P.O. Box. I serve that on Friday nights. I don't have my P.O. Box here right now. And anyway, we showed that on Friday nights. But Patty Beck. Okay, so if we did have an award, we would call it the Patty Beck Award for longevity and encouragement. Because I think one of the things about creativity that people truly suffer with and lack confidence in is because they don't feel like they feel like they're going to get slapped around. And who wants to do something and put themselves out there just to be slapped around? It's like, here's a piece of my heart and my soul. And have somebody go, that's stupid, that's ugly, that's awful. Patty Beck would never let that happen. So I think Patty Beck would probably go to the mat for you if she saw somebody do that. So anyway, I just really, really appreciate you. And I'm going to get misty. Rachel. Gosh, how can I get emotional about these things? Oh! And why do I sound like Miss Piggy when I'm emotional? Ah! Anyway, I hope that doesn't hurt my microphone. Rachel Castle from Indiana, we're so glad you joined us with this cute little hot dog. Dang it, another dog with a flap, another one of those little flap cards. So much fun. She enjoyed it. She used notebook paper. It's fun. Isn't that a cool look though? And somebody would go, oh my gosh, but you don't have to have all this new stuff. You just have to use what you have. I just think that's delightful. She's got a corn dog and she's got some flying chicken legs. It makes me want to go to the fair. Maybe this card is why I wanted to cook out the other day. You think, Rachel? Thank you so much. Janet Covington from Maryland sent in this cool little card. We were talking about Z-folds last night, and this is just a super cool way to make a Z-fold card, or just a little bit interesting. Z-folds are the easiest fancy folds that I know, and she really took it out of the park with this one. I love it. You did a great job, even though it threw her for a loop. She pulled it all together. She asked if her bat wings count as as flaps. I wasn't looking in the mirror today. I was going, well, look at there. Something new. Something a little different. Anyway, this is super cute. Janet, we appreciate you and your humor. Thank you so much for joining us. Susan McCune from Maryland sent in this cute little card. Look at the little paper clip there. Smart little bone thing. And she also used a book page to do her little dog. He's got writing all over. But it's so cute. And I love that paper in the background. You fussy cut your dog. Girl, that's good. And houndstooth embossing folder. Boy, you took the dog thing real seriously to a new level. I like that. Bon appetit. It's the way I speak. Bon appetit. That's my best French. Oh, I'm sorry, Julie. We talked about French on the show. Julie speaks beautifully because she's from Toronto. And she's smart. And I don't at all. No. Anyway, so Susan, thank you. And bon appetit to you too. Anna Miller. Anna Miller was our 10th contributor to Craft Roulette. I was so surprised when I heard that when I was doing my research. But delighted that you were our 10th contributor, Anna, and you were our first international. So you have a special place in our little collective Craft Roulette hearts. Used a text stamp to create your green mat. That's a way to get it in there. And instead of an actual book page, and you loved decorating the flap. The flap is just stinking cute. You did a great job. I love that background, that tone on tone, or the different saturations. That was really smart. And then you got a little supplies under there. Ta-da! I love you. I love you too. And so very, very cute. Very, very cute, Anna. And we're so glad that you've been very, very steady too. And Lee too, your buddy. We just like having you here, and we also get to spend time with her at Fun University. So it's a double yay. Thank you so much. Lee, there's Lee right now. Lee is her buddy from Alberta, and she had a simple flap card, and I've seen, and yep, it's fine. You don't have to take it out of the park, or hit it out of the park every time with a Grand Slam wow card. I think this is just lovely. I love the colors that you chose, Lee. I think it's really cool. Your little doggy is just adorable. And then you've got him over in the other, you made that paper, I think. I don't know if you made that paper, but it's really cute. And you've got little springy flowers, and you've got some nice ombre going on there, and you've got that background of that book page that makes it pretty cool. And you got Team Orange and Team Purple, or Team Red Violet tint, but that's okay. We count it, don't we? So, Lee, we're just so glad that you're feeling better. I happen to know Lee has not been well the last few months, and we're just so glad that you're feeling better and making cards again. Kiss your brain. Janet Flanagan has been one of our longtime supporters, also from Florida. Flap is where reading is fun is. Wait, Flap is where reading is fun is. Finally a submission. Yeah, you've been kind of MIA, girl, but we're glad you're back. I love your little paw prints. I hate paw prints on my carpet, but I love paw prints on my cards. So well done. Reading is fun. I just saw on Facebook today, it reminded me of my past, and it said that readers will be glad, or the next generation will be glad. I don't know what it said. Anyway, there were 4 new kids that I had, or 4 kids I had introduced Hank the Cow Dog books to, and they loved them. So, yep, reading is fun, especially when you're talking about Hank the Cow Dog. So, yep, kiss your brain. Thank you, daughter. I will kiss my brain. I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Good to see you. I never see you anytime. I know. It's not your fault. No. It's Sammy. I mentioned Sammy earlier in the show. Anyway. Jean Maxwell sent in her first submission, and she's got little flaps all over, and she's got little dogs peeking out from them. And Forever Friends. Rough. Cute card. I love the weeds and cattails. That's cattails in front of the dog house. I wonder if he's got issues about that. Our cat thinks he's a dog, but or he thinks our dogs are really lousy cats. I'm really not sure. Probably the latter. Pretty dog. It looks like my Boomer. So Jean, we always love a good picture of Boomer, and your first submission has just made my heart happy. So thank you so much for joining us. We're glad that you're here from Arizona. Join us often. Sarah from California sent in a really cool card. And the inside, she couldn't figure it's okay. On the inside, she had I saw the inside, and I can't remember what happened, but she did have her book page inside there. But look at that cute little ribbon with the little paws. Again, I love it on the ribbon. Love paws on my card. Don't love them on my carpet. But very, very cute. And I love that wood grain with that green. Very smart, very clean cut, lovely card. For your first submission, we are just happy to see you. Thank you, and join us again soon. Mary Lynn Cox is here from Texas, and I thought this was maybe your first one. I think it was your second. Look at your puppies all on that card. They're just so happy to be on that card. I just love it. I love a happy dog. Super cute spring colors cardstock for the base. and she used flower sequins. Cool. Cheated a little with the book page, but not really. That's not cheating. There's not a whole lot of ways you can cheat. If cheating is by practically the only way you can cheat is by omitting something, and you didn't. You have printed page, and that's basically what a book page is, isn't it? Something with printing on it. So Kerwin is very comfortable in his own identity. Yes, yes, Boomer wants to be Kerwin. So we have this like 10-pound cat and this 80-pound black dog. Cat's black and the dog's black, and they're best friends. They're the cutest thing. Anyway, I digress. But Mary Lynn, thank you so much for sending these cute little puppies. We needed to see them today. I appreciate you doing that. Anna Christopherson from Colorado sent this pretty little card. Look how fun that is. You get kind of monochromatic there with a little sunshine, and then all of a sudden, wow, it's spring. Fun little trick with that flap. I like that with the surprise element of color with it. Very smart. It sprouts into a world of color. Well done, Anna. Nicely played. Well, by the way, underneath the little blob there, it says tune in Friday night on Facebook to see the next challenge, and we do invite you to join us next Friday night. Gonna be a big show. Dawn Kursky is who I date on Friday nights. She's not much of a dog person, which kind of blows my mind that I would date somebody that's not a dog person. But we're not really dating. we're not. I'm a married woman. She probably is too. And but we just get together every Friday night, and it's just become a nice little community. She used a Brad for her happy mail, and this was perfect for her card. It really is cute. I love that pink background. It's really cool. Nice and springy. There's that funny dog. He just has a long tongue. Thank you. Lisa sent in her first submission from Iowa. And look at her clouds. Isn't that a fun little way? Think about how many ways you could use a book page. I mean, just seen so many. But how cool would a book page with clouds be in the fall? A nice detailed, distressed, heavy on your Tim cloud in the fall. That would be a cool thing. Keep that one. Write that one on your calendar. You're going to want to have something like that at your disposal. But I like how she's got the woof woof, hello friend, and I woof you on those little slants like it's coming from the sun. Very clever. Dogs are dogs. Well, there you go, and they are cute. And their ears are flaps. That takes some talent, some good crazy talent to cut those ears so they flap. Well done. Oh, yes, that's right. This is Crafty Owl's sister. This is her first submission, but she's also Crafty Owl's sister, so that's really fun. I know that Crafty Owl, her sister, and her mom do Zoom scrap or crafting together, so I think they're all very talented. Nice to have you, Lisa. Thank you. Thanks for letting her know about us, Crafty Owl. Sue Masoner was our fourth contributor to Craft Roulette on episode 3. She hasn't made every week like Patty, but she has been there often. I couldn't even tell you how many times. But not only just on Craft Roulette, but Sue has been a personal supporter of mine for many years and a good dear friend. So we always appreciate when she comes along and sends in something cute like this. She's got one of those little pull-out things that the dog flaps. I don't know, flip card? Is that what they call it, Sue? You would know. I would make up a new name, but you would know. So I trust you. She's wanted to make this card for quite a while, so yay for the wheels parameters, that you were able to come and it came to your side and gave you reason and purpose and cause. The wheel does more than just, oh, that would be good. Could do an ad. The wheel does more than just spin. Okay, anyway, Sue, thank you so much for everything you do for us, and congratulations on your latest contribution. And on episode 3, just getting us started. That's cool. Look what you have caused. Gail Dowler from Ottawa, Canada, sent in her first submission, and it's beautiful. She's got one of those little flaps that she just made the front of the card a little bit smaller. You can also put this on a regular card too, so that if you want more real estate to write a message or send in a picture or whatever you want. You could even put a pocket inside there. You could put a pocket under there. You can just, it just becomes a, there I go again. Somebody drove by. Squirrel. That's why I'm always amazed that I get all the cards in as I do, as much as I do. Boy, that little cloud is really low on that dog. I hope he doesn't get rained on, but he's really cute. I love that little house with the bone on top and the little book page in the background, and those little pennants are really cute. I like the distressing on the outside. Gail, thank you. I hope you come back. Tracy Lowe sent in this cool little card. She's from Bluff, and we found Bluff. It's just a tiny little place, but I'm not sure. Anyway, she's got lots of dogs in it, and we love our doggies, you know. And then it looks like she has like an extra flap on the bottom somehow or other. I'm not quite sure how that worked out, but how it looks like it folds out extra. I could be all wrong on that, but she forgot that she had the stamp. Once again, the wheel does its magic, and enjoyed using her for coloring. Yeah, coloring is such a nice relaxing thing for some people, and so it's neat that you had that time. Still learning, practicing. If you want, oh, she said she wants to be Sandy. Sandy Boone was on from 3 Room Studios last week. And if you want to see some coloring and just take a break from life and watch somebody do something wonderful with Copics, just go back to episode 50 and watch Sandy. Oh man, and watch Karen is coming. Karen Boyce the Voice will be here a week from Friday, and she's also an excellent Copic colorer. So we'll see what she comes up with. But hopefully, I'll make something real simple, and then I'll just watch her. I got plans. Thank you, Tracy. Ava, you did such a cute thing here. Really, really like your book page in the background, how you inked it and you carried over the ink colors to those funny dogs. They're adorable. They're just adorable. And then see her flap right in the middle. Doesn't that make it fun? It just does. I keep forgetting that how fun cards can be some days. And guess I get, you know, my little, oh, here's a card, but this breaks us out of some card ruts. That could be an ad too. Are you in a card rut? Join Craft Roulette. Okay, so anyway, Ava, thank you so much. You're also a great supporter in the group, and we really appreciate all the love you share. Thank you. Mary Neighbor is longtime supporter and hockey grandma. I was a hockey mom. She's a hockey mom and a hockey grandma. She didn't get to watch the show because she was at a tournament. But she got a card in, and look at her flap. It's a little hexagon. I assume it was a die, and just left the top part connected. Cute little doggy. She always has a cute card. She just does a lovely job. And look at there. She put a little Happy Craft Roulette anniversary right there on her submission. So that's super sweet. Spring Colors, a puppy, a flap. She used some script paper. She didn't have any books that she wanted to tear pages out of. I actually have several books that I use. One was some book on Zen or Buddhist or something that I got from a discard kind of place. They were going to throw it out. One is a book, it was a self-help book that I didn't like, and so I used that one. And then I have this Henry one that I use, and those are my books that I don't. The Henry one had multiple copies still available, so I didn't worry about it. But I would never want to tear up a dictionary or something special, except for Crafty Owl's idea of getting a Dollar Tree dictionary. I'm gonna get that someday if I ever go out and shop. If I can remember that long. Mary, thank you for all you do for us. And she's also, anyway, we really appreciate you. Linda Norman from Texas sent in this cute little card. Blue and yellow, very springy. The sky, the daffodils, all good. She's got some little darling dogs. She's also included some pattern paper for her book page because she didn't want to tear up a book or whatever. I don't know. Who rescued who? No kidding. That's how we are here at our house too. Every time I get a dog, I just is like, what did we ever do without you? You're just so special in our life. So super cute card, and every card I get in submissions and things like this, I always think, what do we ever do without this card? It's so inspiring, and this one is too. So thank you, Linda. I love your little flaps. I love them. I want to make sure I use those. Danielle Wagner sent in her first submission, and we are so glad that she did. Look at her little style there going on. She's got the little doggy down there in the corner, and he's a flap. Once again, another one of those little tiny additions that makes the card so much more special and fun. Cute little girl, you did a great job on your coloring. Look at the design using the paw prints. Boy, if that dog has that size feet, that would be a very unusual dog to look at for sure. But I like that just as a design, having him walk up there. That's very cool. And I like that your printed page isn't completely printed, that it's got some white space in there. That's another cool thing too. You just never know. And she sewed. Oh. Oh, sewing. I've got a sewing machine in my closet. Oh my gosh, TR, I'm here forever. I think I'm going to be here till tomorrow. But I don't even know where we are in the submission list yet. So thank you, and welcome to Craft Roulette. Denise from Louisiana, that's where our dog came from, sent in this cute little card. It's got little puppies with some balloons, and they are on a music sheet. Very cleverly done. Wish what a friend we have in Jesus. And I sing that every once in a while, actually. But it's always a kind of a old-fashioned pick-me-up. But I love your little folded flaps there. Very, very pretty. I think yours is the only one that has little flaps like that. It's like a gatefold that's not. It's very cool. I love your little doggies. And they are best friends, and they are celebrating with balloons. Balloons make everything happy. Love it. Thank you. Michelle from Georgetown sent in her first submission. I think this is Georgetown, California. There's a bunch of new submitters from, that's not a word, from Georgetown, and I think it's from California. Some of them were. Cute. She made a little book again. Don't you like that? I like that very much. She's got a little book on the front. You could tell a joke on that in a little book like that, especially for a little kid story. You could say, knock knock, and you could just make some orange. No, knock knock. Who's there? Banana. Do it, and then you go team orange on them and go, aren't you glad I didn't say banana after 5 times? That would be a long book. This is a long show. I need a drink of tea. I think I got a little tea in that one. A little piece. Okay, so one dog. Anyway, very, very cute. Who came first, the chicken or the egg? You could do all sorts of things with that. Very cute. We're so glad to have you, Michelle. Thank you for joining us with your first submission. Keely, so here we go again. Another first submission. I believe it's Keely with her little dog die cut with the background of the book page, and then you've got the little flap, and you've got your little sentiment again. Again, you could put that on another book page or another card base, and if you wanted to write some more or do some more decorating or whatever you want to do. Very fun. Thank you so much for joining us again from California. We're glad to have you. Come back. Trying to make myself go faster. Kathy Nelson from South Carolina sent in this cute little book. Look at the little dog sitting, looking out the window. What you been up to? Super cute interpretation there, Kathy. There's a little dachshund across the street that's like, I know, I do. I need a lozenge. That has, he's like 10 weeks old. He's like this big, super little fuzzball. Kathy, I know, and I got to teach tonight, so exciting. Really cute. Another window. Love it. Very cute. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So many ideas. You guys are killing me here. Brenda Gentry from Utah said in the happiest husky, if we had a happy husky award, she'd get it. He's got a party hat on. He is making it happen. I think the husky is on a flap. And let's see, it's made my own notebook. Oh, that's right. Brenda was on vacation with her husband, and she was texting, she was messaging in the group about how she didn't have anything to work with, even though she had taken stuff with her. And we were going, go to the lobby and get some map stuff and tourist stuff and make a card out of it. But the flap didn't turn out as she had planned. She wanted it to resemble a little girl's diary with a lock. Well, I think it's very cool. Very cool. did a neat job, and I know it's frustrating when you're not at your happy desk. So you did well. You kept it together, Brenda. Congratulations. We're glad you got a card in. Good night, girl. Kim from the Northwest Territories in Canada sent in this cool card. Look how pretty that background is. It looks like tie-dyed stencil. That could be a whole technique, you guys. Tie-dyed stencil technique. I can see it happening. You know it's going to happen. Anyway, so and another one with just the extra little folded thing on the front and a happy dog singing with his little guitar. I probably should have had this card at the beginning of the show because it's starting to make me a little slap happy, but super fun and cute. Use distressed oxide inks and stencil and gloss spray for your tie-dyed stencil technique. I can't wait to hear that one on YouTube. TR, you were at your piano practice. Now you're back, and we're finally to your card. A slimline card with following parameters. Yep, the same ones that we had. Cute little pastel puppies. That could be a whole toy line, the pastel puppy line. Really nice choices of paper and inks and things that you have going on there. And I love that you guys know how to spell fun with F-U-N-N. I really appreciate that. It's like a matchbook kind of thing, right? With 3 matchbook kind of flaps there. That's a great way to put in a flap. So well done, TR. We're always glad that you're here with us. Elva M sent in her first submission. She's got a happy little spring. I think he's just like, it's spring. He's so happy to be on the outside, not inside, and listening to Netflix with his mom. It was one of her first stamp sets. And she bought it way back when and had fun using old and new products to make this card. Yeah, see, there's nothing that says you have to use one or the other. You have to use your parameters. So it doesn't say anything about product types or age or anything. It just has to be parameters. Elva, thank you and welcome to Craft Roulette. We're so glad to have you. And Henderson also sent in her first submission. That's why I can keep track of how many first submissions there are. There are so many. From Pennsylvania. She was really stretched by the dog criteria. And she had nothing dog related. So how did we end? Oh, she dog-eared. That's right. She did dog-eared and got the flap in there too. Interpretation. It's a beautiful thing. It goes in, the parameters go in your brain. You interpret it, comes out your hand in something fabulous. It's a cool process, and there's stuff in your noggin that nobody else has. So your cards are going to come out just so special and so unique. So I love that. Thank you for joining us. I'm glad to have you, Anne. Come back. Everett Becerra from California sent in his first submission. I think that's a his. Used winter colors on the card, which can also be spring colors with the pinks and the blues. And the spring, and then it transitions to spring under the flap. How about that? We had the black and whitish kind of card with the spring colors on when the flap came up, and that's the same kind of idea. Very smart, very clever. Kind of a fun little surprise, and we love that about cards when you have a little surprise. It's just an extra little fun thing. Thank you, and welcome to Craft Roulette. We're glad to have you. Vicki Logan was our 5th contributor to Craft Roulette, longtime friend and supporter of Marigun Fun. She said she struggled with this one, but you couldn't tell. I think it looks great. She had a real eclectic Tim kind of thing going on there with her Tim dog and her, I think it's Handle. I don't know who it is. Anyway, an old composer-y looking guy. She didn't have trouble with the parameters, she said, just the card. Probably tore it apart 3 times before she was happy with it. Sometimes cards don't come out the first time right. Sometimes they have to sit and simmer a little bit. I think it's your brain that has to sit and simmer. Card doesn't change, but your thoughts about it does. So I think you pulled it off. It's really cool. And you've got the spring. You've got April, which is the music. And, that's another thing. If you can find some music pages from like at a thrift store or something like that, that's kind of a nice thing to have in your stash too. So for odd odd parameters like we throw out there. But Vicki, thank you so much for being with us for so many, many weeks. Vicki, the other day said, oh my gosh, you guys, you're getting all these really good artists that are sending in cards. I'm going, yeah, but they don't know what you know, and they're not going to make the same thing that you're going to make, and you have things that people are going to get ideas from. So don't ever let thinking somebody that we've got all these fancy special cards coming in hold you back from joining us, because you will have something that will be unique that somebody will go, I never thought of that. I gotta remember that. And that's, we just all learn from each other. It's all fine. Anyway, Vicki, never give up. Never. If Vicki gave up crafting, she would probably explode. She loves it that much. We appreciate it. Pam Kennedy is her cousin, and this was her first submission. Pam one time borrowed a pair of glasses and put them on her head of mine in a class, and she was walking out and she was taking my glasses. We still laugh about it. But she used spring colors and word print and a dog. Cute little dog. I've used that stamp actually quite a few times. I think he opens up, as I recall. And you can see the little print. I would not pass that eye test, but you can see the little print underneath him. Very, very fun, Pam. I'm glad you had time to join us. She has like a gazillion grandkids. Christy Dillman, look at what you came up with, girl. A dog-eared corner. Spring colors means baseball to her. I love that. Leslie Benson, who is a guest crafter with us, had a tutorial for a gift card holder, and she slightly changed it to use it. Flaps, dog ear, team spring colors or team colors. Very cool way to interpret it. Christy often does down and dirty cards, which she calls down and dirty, which are just very simple. But this is not simple. I was quite impressed with it. So thank you, Christy, for joining us with this cool interpretation. Teresa Wilkerson often has a granddaughter that sends in a card too. Not this week, but you did a great job all by yourself, Teresa. Thank you for joining us for episode 51. Look at all those cards that you came up with. Is that like one card? Okay, the top has 3 flaps. Okay, that's what it was. And the book page is the background. So you went flap happy too. And so many cute ways to do that. Look, the dogs are made out of book pages. I think that one is one of my favorite techniques. And you've got the little girls, and that's just a fun little card. I can imagine your little granddaughter getting that in Maylin and enjoying that too, because it's just kind of special. Thank you so much. Kimberly Cronauer from California sent in this gorgeous card. Look at her pretty paper, and she's got I can't remember what it's called. I can barely remember my name at this point. All I can see her cards going in front of my face over and over. It's all good though. It's a happy place to be. Kim, anyway, you did a beautiful job. She said flower and field floral paper. Say that one 10 times, no way. And then you added some sentiments from our friend Crafty Al. That's real cool. And you've got a little puppy dog just sitting there, so as happy as can be. So, hang on. Yes, I got a cough. Uh-oh. It's not coming off. Am I talking? There, it went off. Okay, we're good. I have a mute button for coughing. Wendy J and her dad, Fred, often make cards together on Friday night with us. And look at her fancy flap there. It's very fancy cutting. The cloud folds down. I love that. That is so cool. Flying by to say hello. Cute little dog taken to the skies with the flaps on the. She's got flaps all over. Isn't that funny? You take one parameter and make it go all sorts of different interpretations. That's very cool. Very cute, Wendy. We just love having you and your dad send in cards. It's so fun. I love that. Terry Bradley from Kentucky sent in this cute little guy. The flap is the script paper, and there's room for another sentiment or private note there. So you just pick that up, and you got a little private place to write us another story about your puppy love. I know I love to send little cards to little kids and tell them stories about Boomer. And so that would be something you could do. The only thing about having a completely black lab kind of a dog is you can't make a cute stamp out of them very well because they're hard to see. So I'll have to think about that next time I get a dog. No, I love my Boom Boom. Anyway, super cute. Sherry, thank you so much for joining us on Craft Roulette. You're always on Fun University with us. I love that. Fred J, there's Wendy's dad, and he sent in this cute card. Look at that flap. Isn't that cool how it's got that little extra, and then you open it up and you see another dog. So very fun. Hot diggity dog. I don't say that enough. I need to put that one back into my vocabulary a little more often. It's a birthday card for his son, his 50th birthday. Oh, for his brother. Sorry there, Fred. And the flap holds a gift card. So that's super fun. Well done. Won't that be a nice card? You can be so proud of that. I like that. Thank you. Kim Scrutchfield sent in her first submission, and she's got a Dutch door flap there going. Real cute and sharp looking Dutch barn fold. Okay. And very pretty. I like how you showed us what was going on in the card too, Kim, by having it opened a little bit. That helps us understand it when we get a card. But there's that dog again. I don't know I don't know where he's from, but he's a very popular dog and he's very cute. He looks like Tramp. So, cute card. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you being a part of our group. We really do. Make sure you join the Facebook group. Amy Keeler has been with us for several months now. It's really fun. She's got a real cute little card with a happy little girl and her happy little dog. Fit in the letters with probably a stamp or some paper. I'm not really sure which, but again, it's the interpretation. We don't do a whole lot of bossing around. We just like throw it out there and say, have fun. You've got some cute little paw prints there. You did a nice job on your die cuts, and I don't even know how you made that, but I just don't have to. So that's kind of fun too. I just get to enjoy it. So thank you, Amy. You're very active in our group, and it's fun to have you. Kimberly Breslin from California sent in her first submission. Kimberly and I talked about it. First I had just the front, and I was like, no, we got to see the inside too. So, real cute card. Look at the way there's like a double whammy, good, fun card. You've got that beautiful front, and then you open it up, and you've got that beautiful inside with the kitty in the bookshelf and everything. It's just adorable. And I'm not sure how that really fits together. And then if you have another flap, I'm not really sure, but it doesn't matter. I don't have to know everything. But there's that great big postage stamp thing again with the scallops. Scallops are very hip. So we are glad to have you send us a hip looking card, but really, really pretty. I really liked it. I love the sucker for color. So thank you so much. And I'm glad to have you join us at Craft Roulette. Is my mouth making sense? Jennifer from Iowa sent in our first flap. Doggy sticker was perfect. Look at he's got like the newspaper. If I wasn't so tired of talking, I'd tell you a story about my dog and newspapers, but I can't. And he's got the little newspaper in his mouth. Super fun. The little flap is just the little extra card in the front. Challenged her, but happy with the outcome. I think you did great. I'm glad you were challenged too, because you came up with something really cool. So well done, Jennifer. Thank you so much for joining us. Luann, I thought was this your first one, Luann? I may have forgotten that one. She's got I think it's your first, but look at your little flap. You've got it's like a gatefold except on its side. And love the banners and the happy dog. He's just driving along in that sports car. Her book page is on that mat, that kind of coral looking mat in the inside. We had to talk about that one a little bit because I couldn't see it. So anyway, really turned out cute. You did a great job, Luann, and we are glad to have you in our group. I know, I love it too. Sue Ashman reminded me that we knew each other, and I'd forgotten. That was a cool little thing. Who knew Craft Roulette would bring back old friendships? Very fun and nice. Love this one. Sit, stay, heal. Look at her book page. It's from a phone book on the veterinary page. Very She's smart. She's from Maryland. And her flaps are the envelope flaps, and her dogs are apparent, and her colors are obviously very pretty and bright and springy. So, very fun card, Sue. Nice to have you back with us in the group, or back in my life in this group, and we hope you'll keep sending in cute cards like this. Baleen Mays from Oregon sent in her cute first card. Her little puppy's on the inside. And there's some more she's got an extra flap in the inside. Look at that. So, and there's the little dog prints walking all over. Very nice. The images are on the front and the inside panel and inside inner flap. So you got lots going on there. That would be a fun card to get. So we welcome you to Craft Roulette on your first submission. I think I messed up. It's okay. You're going to have to just forgive me. Thank you so much for joining us. Oh my gosh, Friday is going to be so much fun. That's it. Yay! Tune in Friday, facebook.com. There it is right there, Mary Gun Fun, to see the next challenge. And you too can join us and make me talk for days. It was under 2 hours. I have to have a jaw massage. Oh my gosh, what else do I need to tell you? Next week, this Friday, in just a couple days, is our first anniversary. Christine Bertram from Cards by Christine will be our guest. She is a hoot and a holler. I'm telling you, that girl can... She sends me off on a tangent sometimes, but she's a lot of fun. You won't want to miss her. We will be having some little cameos from some of our past guest crafters, and then, of course, the people that send in these projects will be eligible for some really great prizes. You can see they are who wins. We thank every last one of you for sending in a beautiful and wonderful card, and we thank your family for letting you have a little time to be creative. Tomorrow, if you are watching this live, tomorrow we have Teresa Black on Cut the Crap and Create. Cut the Crap and Create is a visual podcast where we talk about creativity with creators. It's right here on YouTube. Then I think that's it till Friday for you guys. So, but don't miss Friday. It's going to be good. Let's see what else. Follow us on follow us here. We are almost to our 800. So we'd appreciate you subscribing and hitting the notification. Follow us on Facebook. Join our challenge group. The first thing to go off my schedule is the email, but you can always sign up for it. At least I'll have a way to contact you if I need you. But yep, all the cards were fabulous. You were so right, Brenda. And yeah, miss you already. That's what my husband always says. So anyway, we're excited to have you be a part of making crafts. Just really, really fun. We sell nothing. Our guest crafters, we love to support them in their efforts, but we don't sell anything. So it's kind of an unusual concept. I think we're done. Improv is fun when it comes to scrapping and crafting, and we're going to do it again. Thank you all. One for self-care, one because we appreciate you. And let me see how to get out of here. I think that's it. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.
Hi, thank you for tuning in to Craft Roulette. I just wanted to take this opportunity to tell you about my other project, Fun University. Fun U is my online papercraft art school geared toward those who like to create. I'm live for 15 plus hours a month in our digital classroom. All lessons are recorded and archived in our library. Each lesson is paired with extensive documentation, extra examples, digital guides built on our own unique guide system, student galleries, and more. We have a unique think outside the kit approach to card making, scrapbooking, and miscellaneous papercraft art. We are perfect for the crafter who embraces the creative process and wants to thrive in the medium of their self-expression. check us out at fununiversity.com. The first month of classes is always free.